So, back to artist management, and what we want to discuss is why your favorite artist is going broke. Now, they don't have to go broke, that's the truth. And the reason why they are going broke is because it is simple math. It is simply understanding the mathematic equations of what is happening with the money. And I will be totally honest with you, a lot of people do not know what's happening with the money, which is why they have such a problem allocating their funds. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this. If you need to, you can just zoom in and then you'll be able to see the board in its completeness, okay? On one side, we have the artist. On the other side, we have the record management company. Now, the record management company advances the artist $500,000, okay? Cool. The artist is like, cool, I got $500,000. That is exactly what I need to take care of, all the stuff I need to take care of. Mind you, that $500,000 is negative on their side. It's negative. It's not positive. It's negative. Okay? On the record management label side, it's positive because they're waiting on that money to come in. It's accounts receivable to them. All right? On the artist side, $350,000 of sales has happened. How did that occur? The record label, okay, sold with the artist 1 million records. Yes, 1 million record sale. But out of that million, $750,000 went towards the expenses of the record label, which left what? $350,000. Now, the $350,000 does go towards the artist, but guess what? It does not go in their pocket. Yeah, it goes towards the debt that they owe the management company. Exactly. So now you know why the artists can't pay their rent, cars being repossessed, medical expenses are going up, they need food, all these things are happening because understand this, when you get an advance, you don't get any more money at that time until some money comes in and brings down the negative amount that the artist has as the advance portion, okay? Now, $350,000 brought the total down that the artist owes to $150,000. Cool, right? Listen to this. The artist is getting no cash. They already got their cash, so they have to deal with that. The artist is like, listen, I can't live like this. I need more money. So they're like, forget it. Can I get another advance? Record label like, cool, we'll give you another advance. How much you need? I need another 500,000, $500,000. Okay, we'll give you another 500,000. They just dug another hole. The hole now is $650,000 that they owe to, guess what? The record management company. On their side is $650,000 positive because they're waiting on that money to come in. On the artist side, it's $650,000 negative because they owe that to the record label. Now, in all honesty, this can be avoided if there's some self-discipline, knowledge, instruction, education about how this money thing works. I'm just going to say it like that. It's math. But if no one is on their team doing math and helping them understand how it works, it can be very frustrating. I mean, for an artist, all they want to do is their art. Him, her, she, he, all they want to do is their art. They don't want to be focusing on money. They don't want to be focusing on finances. That's not what they want to focus on. So guess what? They hire people to do that. But the truth of the matter is, if you are hiring people who are inside your team, nah, you got to hire somebody from the outside. I could say me, my firms, yeah, I would say that. Why would I say that? Because someone from the outside comes in with fresh eyes. Now, can an artist dig themselves out of this hole? Of course. Number one, they first got to have self-discipline, right? You got to have self-discipline to dig yourself out of a hole. But not only discipline, you got to know what direction you're going in. So the first step would be you need to have someone get in those finances to find out how much you really owe. Because right now, in all honesty, you don't even know how much you owe. All you have is a faint idea of this frustration. I'm not getting any money. I'm not getting paid. And somebody needs to pay me. But the truth is, there's a liability that needs to be paid. And before you can get cash in your pocket, that liability has to be paid first and foremost. So, someone needs to get in there and help them understand what the liability is. How much of a liability do they actually owe? Now we got something to work with. Now we can look at the numbers and say, okay, you owe $1 million, you owe $650,000, you owe $2.5 million. Okay, let's break this down. Let's work this down and see what we could do to work these numbers off. You got to work those numbers off. You have to work those numbers down. Yes, that's what the artist has to do. So they got to do tours, sales, merchandise sales. They have to get out there and make it all work. Once they make it all work, pay off that debt. But once you pay off that debt, now it's time to be self-disciplined. Now it's time for you to get your profit in. Because now it's going to be all profit for you, because guess what? You don't owe a debt to anyone. So now that it's all profit, you got to learn your living expenses, right? You need to have I wanted to say a budget, but I don't know if budget is the right word. So I will say you need to have a document for your living expenses, right? A spreadsheet. You need to have another document for your extracurriculum expenses. You need to have some documents going on so you know where the money is going. Because in all honesty, if you as the artist don't know where the money is going, it's just going to fly away. And then at the end of the day, frustration sets in, heated feelings sets in, and then you're upset and you're hot and you're mad because all that money. Okay, so I talk 1, self-discipline, 2, understanding how much you owe, right? 3 is this. Once you know how much you owe, it's time to break down. It's time to get really crunched in the grind. And I mean crunched in the grind. What do I mean by that? You may have to sell some of that jewelry you got. You may have to sell a couple of those cars that you have. You may have to sell a couple of those homes that you bought with your advance. You know, those are things that you may have to do. And what will you do with the money? Pay off your debt. You can pay off your debt, or you can either live on the money and let the record sales pay off your debt. Either way, you're no longer accumulating any more debt. That is the big picture. You're not accumulating anymore. You're not living in a state of frustration anymore. And that is the key to how an artist gets out of the hole. Remember, once you dig yourself out, you still have to have someone in your corner to help you stay out. It's not, a one-time deal. You got to know how to stay out of these things. It's easy to get in. It may take some time to get out, but how do you stay out? And that's why you hire a team of accountants, a team of financial advisors to help keep you out. I'll just be honest with you. That is what you are going to need to keep you out. And now that we have gone over the numbers and we know what the numbers look like, we know what they are, what I'm saying to you is this. If you are the artist, if you know someone who is an artist, I would say pass this video along to them so that they can understand the logistics of what is happening. What's happening is the money. What's happening is math. What's happening is self-discipline, hustle mode, grind mode, and being able to break down your needs, your wants, and being able to combine the two to really do your game. Listen, if you're an artist, you are good at what you do. If you got $500,000 in advance, you are spectacular at what you do. So money isn't the problem. Money is never the problem. It's how you handle what you have. That is how you find the innovative way and the creative way to sustain your type of life. So, as I said before, if you know an artist, if you are an up and coming artist, this is a great video to help you understand how the numbers work. I'll talk a little bit more about this. We can talk about artist contracts. We can talk about how the money flows. But in the meantime, help yourself. Help your friend, pass this video along, share. Because you know what? The more artists that know about this stuff, the more we can prevent our artists from being broke or being frustrated and their creativity, which helps generate them so much money. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.